Welcome to Operation Side Hustle with Piers. My name's Piers and the goal of this channel is to grow £25 into £25,000. It's super bright and early and I've kicked off the morning by picking up a really nice looking go-go scooter. So it's an Elite Travel LX, which means that it's got the front headlight. It's got the small battery pack, which is a bit of a shame, but quite a lot of those LX ones will often have the bigger 18 amp battery pack, but that one's just got the standard 12 amp. But it was replaced about 6 months ago. I paid £150 for it. I reckon I'll get that one sold for about £250, so £100 of profit, which means that now I've got 3 scooters in stock. If you guys watched my last video, I'm super busy this week. I've basically got no time. Like, today is basically the only day that I've got. So I've got 3 mobility scooters and 2 sofas. I need to get both sofas listed and cleaned, more importantly, and then I need to get this mobility scooter listed as well. And then I'm away Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's going to be a short week. It's kind of the end of my month. So I would ideally like, if I can, at minimum to make 2 or 3 sales. Kind of like £300 profit would be ideal, especially on a short week. So gonna head home, drop this scooter off, and then I got to head out to work. Just got home and I've got the scooter that I purchased earlier unloaded, and I've actually got this one now that I've sold. So I'm gonna get that one loaded up and I'm gonna go and deliver that. It's about a 10-minute drive. So I've taken a bit of a, not a hit, but I've only taken a £200 payment for that one. So I can't remember what I paid. No, I paid £220 for it. So I'm only going to be making £80 on that one, but it's definitely been slow. So I'm just glad to get rid of it. So it's a positive start to the week. I've got some interest in this silver one behind me as well. So I might be able to get that sold tonight as well. And then I'm away for 2 days. So it's going to be a little bit slow. So busy evening ahead, as I've got to do all the cleaning for the sofas. But I seriously need to get this room sorted as well, because it's becoming a logistical nightmare. But I don't believe it. I'm back again. I'm back in this room that is the chaos. I have sold the silver go-go. It's still Monday evening. Wowza, I just dropped off the blue kind of like Pride mobility scooter, and now I've sold this silver one as well. So I'm gonna go and drop that one off, because as I said before, I'm away now for 2 days, and if I can make a sale, I'm gonna make a sale. But annoyingly, the scooters do not fit through this little gap, so I can't get them past each other. I really can't be bothered to sort it all out, but we're gonna have to move them and then get this scooter in the car. And then I still need to take the photos of this one, and I still need to clean those 2 sofas and get those listed. It's gonna be a busy evening. I'm gonna be working. Right, that's 2 scooters delivered. I dropped it off at probably the world's sketchiest place ever. But I'm now gonna try and clean this sofa again. I've got myself a drill brush. I've made myself a bit of a solution. I've put like 2 parts white vinegar, 1 part baking soda, 1 part like fairy liquid or dish soap, as people might know, and then just water. I'm gonna give it a go. We'll see how we go. I'm gonna put you guys down to watch. It's pretty dark, so I don't know what you're gonna be able to see, but I'll do my best. Let's go and give it a try. Right, that was an utter catastrophe. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but my drill's not working. I'm gonna see if it needs charge, but it says it's got half a battery of charge, but it just won't run. And I'm just not getting like the results that I was expecting. I don't know if I'm using like the wrong mixture, but I'm gonna have to go and do some research. I could have sworn I had some cleaner stuff that I bought that maybe I could use. I'm definitely not going to be able to get these 2 sofas photographed tonight. Yeah, a little bit perplexed. This has been a bit of a letdown. So right, I'm going for take 2 of these sofas. So I found, and excuse the baked beans, I found this that I bought about 2 years ago, and I can't remember how or why I used it. I don't know, but I've made a solution. I've got 750ml bottle I've gone 2 parts, whatever that is, Dirt Buster, and then 8 parts warm water. I was kind of like reading the back of this, and it seems to suggest that you can just put it directly into the spot cleaner that I've got. So I might use that on the spot cleaner, but I'd really like to hit it with the brush. Everything that I can see online seems to suggest that the brush is the best option. Maybe my drill is maybe the battery is gone, I don't know, but I'm gonna try spraying this, as I think if I can get a good solution with this, it might do some benefit. So right, that has worked 1,000 times better. It's hard to kind of tell, but as I was going, you can noticeably see like a slightly difference in color. I'm gonna hit those again. My other issue is, and I don't know if I did a bad mix, but it smells like vinegar in here, crazy bad now. So I think I've probably put too much vinegar on. I hope that that'll dilapidate, I don't know what the word for it is, subside. I hope that, right, many hours later, I've made minimal progress, but I think I've got the sofa to an acceptable point. My drill, for whatever reason, just was not working, is not working. So I don't know if it's broken, if the battery just wasn't charged, but essentially it wouldn't kind of drill. So I haven't been able to drill it or drill brush it. But what I have done is I have sprayed it with the kind of the cleaner stuff that's got like the nice fragrance and scent to it. So the sofa is at least now smelling nice. I've then hit it with the spot washer, although because I was only spraying it, not a lot of water was coming out. So I think probably a learning from me is that I will, if I can, I'll get a drill that works, or at least charge it and see what happens. Spray it, drill brush it, get the dirt loose, then fill the spot wash with like a mix of solution and water, and then spot wash it. Good evening. Wow, I have had the most mental week at work. It's now Friday evening. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was just away on the road. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, I was at a big sales meeting. Thursday, I was away on the road, completely gone all day. So I've had 3 days away. Friday is today. I've had a busy day at work. I've just got back. It's about, I want to say 10 o'clock. I don't know. I want to say maybe just after 10 o'clock. I finished my day at work, and then I have been busy on the kind of the scooter grind. I kind of just had to snap into it and pick up the pace a little bit. I managed to sell the Go-Go scooter that I had. So I sold that this afternoon at about 6 o'clock. And then I've just been kind of out and about. I left at about 8, so it's been about 2 hours. I've picked up 2 scooters. So I need to get those unloaded from the car and into the office. My normal staging area is currently blocked, so I'm gonna kind of have to work in this area, get this bike out the way. The task for the weekend is gonna be to clear all of this. I'm gonna kind of... Good morning, kicking things off bright and early. It's currently 7:30 in the morning, and I'm heading off to pick up the first scooter. I've got my son loaded up in the back, so it's gonna be a busy morning. And then get home and chill out. Hopefully, maybe try and make a sale over this weekend. Just picked up that scooter this morning. The guy was really awkward, so I've had to drive off a little bit, but it's a Go-Go scooter. It's got one of the bigger batteries, which is the probably an 18 amp battery, so it's got the longer range, but it's not in the best condition. I'm hoping that it will just clean up, just give it a kind of a wipe down, and it should hopefully clean up because it's a bit dinged up. But I paid $130 for it, so I think at worst case I'll get $230. I'll probably list it at more like $250. I've had some real issues this morning with listings. They're all getting deleted, and I got banned again on Facebook. So I'm gonna have to switch to another account, and I have to like seed accounts. So I create an account, I list on that account, or sorry, I have an account that I list on, and then I create other accounts that I just kind of drop some listings into. Typically, I just try and sell stuff that I'm selling around the house, because then I kind of build up a bit of history, because Facebook won't let you sell more than one item for about 30 days is what I'm tending to find. And especially if you then list like a mobility scooter and you get banned, they just ban the account straight away. So it's good to build up a bit of history. So even if you just list just something random that you've got in your house and then you just mark it as sold, Facebook doesn't know if you've actually sold it or not. It's definitely worth kind of seeding a couple of accounts. So I tend to have about 3 accounts on the go at once, 1 that I'm using and then 2 that I'm kind of seeding, because your accounts will get banned. But yeah, time to head home. Right, back at it. Got both kids in the car this time. So this time we're really gonna see if it really is a boot scooter. I typically put my seats down, but gonna have to try and get it in the boot. Worst case, one of the kids will have to come in the front, which is absolutely fine. Big plans for the rest of the afternoon. I need to get the photos taken of the 2 sofas, and then I'm gonna try and attempt to clear out kind of the officey area. I did start a little bit earlier and I got some stuff kind of moved out of there and down into the shed. So made a little bit of a start, but a lot of work still to do. But let's go and get this picked up. And that's the scooter all loaded up. You can see it fits in the boot nicely, so you don't need a massive amount of space. If you've got a small car, you can still pick them up. Right, I'm just home, and a first for me, I've actually had a referral. So someone has just phoned me, and I dealt with one of their friends a couple of months ago, and they're coming to look at some scooters now. They've seen none of my listings. They have no idea what I've got, so I've got to get kind of I've got 4 bits of stock in at the moment, but I'm actually only going to show them 3 because the piece that I picked up this afternoon is a really nice scooter, and I think I'll sell that one quickly. So I'm going to try and offload one of the other 3 scooters. I'm pretty sure I know which one they'll pick because there's a red one that's really nice, but I'll show them the other 3. They can make a decision. I might try and give them a discount on the other 2 and try and retain the red one because I think that will sell quickly. But either way, we're about to make a sale, I hope. Let's hope so anyway. And then that'll be 4 sales for the week, which would be a really, really good kind of week considering that I was basically away from Tuesday until Friday. So that would have been kind of 4 sales in essentially 3 days, which will be around about the £400 worth of profit. Yeah, pretty good going. And I still need to get the sofas photographed. Oh my God, I've got so much to do. You guys haven't got one of these that has every type of Allen key on it, or are they called Allen keys? Yeah, well worth getting. Right, that's been a long afternoon. It doesn't look like it because I've just been taking the photos of the 2 sofas, but I need to put those cushions in there, and then I've kind of tidied and I've made a huge amount of room, so I've got enough space now to get like my 4 scooters in there, and then I can keep the backdrop that I like to take the photos there. I've got like a really nice walkway here, so I've got the 2 sets of photos of both sofas taken. I took it on my like driveway just out here, so I set both sofas up here and then I took it with that backdrop. My issue was that I couldn't really get like a wide enough angle to take a good photo of them, and it kind of looked, I don't know, it wasn't the best quality photos I've ever taken. I'm gonna have to come up with like a plan. I don't know if it's gonna be better to do it on my main driveway, but the issue with doing that means I would have to move a car off the driveway and lug the sofas another 10 foot away, but that's not really the issue. But I've got the photos taken. This one here I've cleaned, but it's still got a bit of like a whiff to it. So my plan is tonight, once everyone's gone to bed, I'm gonna hit all the pillows again. I'm gonna hit the arm on this because this is pretty dirty. This one I haven't yet cleaned, and I think I'm just not gonna clean it. Like, it doesn't seem that dirty. It doesn't have like a big smell to it, or it doesn't smell funky. So I don't know if it's just a waste of my time if I clean it, and then there's the potential that I damage it. I'm not too sure. I kind of feel like I probably should clean it just so that when I give it to the customer, they're happy, but it's quite a lot of work. I just need to find my flow with this. I just feel like I'm super inefficient. I think the best way is going to be to kind of get the sofa, unload the sofa, clean it like straight away while it's out there, take the photos, and then bring it inside. I think I've now got enough room basically for 2 sofas to live in here and then 1 in the trailer. I've still got like my wife's stuff here that is taking up a bit of room. I could probably get like a small one. I could maybe get another one in down here. I don't know, there's definitely opportunities like this. I could move the scooters as well, and then you could have a sofa just there and then kind of line the scooters up here. The only issue with that is I don't have anywhere to take the photos of the scooters, but maybe that's not the biggest issue. Maybe I can take the photos out there. So I think in theory I could probably get 3 in here plus 4 scooters and then 1 in the trailer. So that would be 4 sofas, which I think is a pretty good number. I've got 3 mobility scooters. I obviously sold one today. It's a Saturday, so the stock I was buying for next week, I've actually ended up selling one. So in an ideal world, I'll try and pick up 2 tomorrow, so I've got at least 4 at minimum. Sorry, at least 1 tomorrow, so that I've got at least 4. If I can pick up 2, that'd be ideal. Yeah, busy day, but I'm glad I got it done. I will show you the room down there once I've got all these pillows and give you a bit of an update. Okay. Just like that, the room is now kind of put together in how I think it's going to look. So wife stuff, 2 sofas, 3 mobility scooters. In theory, a 3rd sofa could go there, and then the mobility scooters could run along here. I can get 4 in a line. I've done that a couple of times, so I can get 4 mobility scooters in. So yeah, pretty pleased with my work. Let me just move this one. Also, I've got some really nice stock this week. These 3 scooters are really nice. And then down here, it looks like chaos still, but it's significantly tidier. I've taken photos of this bike, so I've got that listed up online. A lot of this stuff can probably go. There's a table there that I need to build. But yeah, it's definitely neater. Cushion's done. I have no idea what time it is. I think that probably took me half an hour to get maybe 9 cushions done. Next goal or next step is I want to try and do the arm and maybe just some of this, like the bulk of the sofa. But just logistically, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to achieve this. So this needs to be an outside job. Like doing it inside is nice because it's warm, but like it's not a clean job. Like water goes everywhere, so I think this needs to be done outside, which is fine during the summer, but come winter time I need to come up with a plan. I'm sure I'll learn. For you guys out there that wanted to see this is the dirty water that came out, so here we go. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. So everything is kind of laid out. I've got my little dehumidifier going. I don't know if that's going to make any difference whatsoever, but it's better than nothing. I'm definitely going to invest in some sort of heater to come in here, hopefully plug it in that far corner, and maybe get one of those kind of like timed switches so I can just kind of put it on maybe for like 6 hours and then it'll just automatically kick off. So yeah, hopefully this is all looking fresh in the morning. Joining me, and I'm in Stoke. I'm just getting ready to pick up a mobility scooter. I need to try and find the house. My body is not feeling good after yesterday lifting those sofas. I didn't show it on video, but I was lifting them, putting them above my head, and my body's certainly aching. But I'm going to pick up this scooter, then I'm going to head home. It looks like I've sold one tomorrow, so I'm going to be dropping that off in the evening, and then I'm going to try and pick one up in the morning. I've got a bloke that says he will sell me one, but I need to pick it up at like 8 AM, probably more like 7:30. So Gonna try and drop this one off now and then get back home. Right, good evening, happy Sunday everyone. Just got the scooter that I picked up this morning into the house. It's basically, if any of you guys are, or if you know your scooters, it's essentially a knockoff Go-Go. So it's a really nice product. It's essentially the same brand as well. It's meant to look like the same brand as this one down here, which is a Go-Go. But it's not a Go-Go, but it'll sell quick. It's in really good condition. It's got a really nice seat. From a wrap-up perspective, updated channel net worth is now £16,637. That's quite a big jump from last week, and I realised last week I hadn't included the capital for the trailer, or the asset of the trailer. So I paid $790 for that trailer, so I've included the $790 into the channel net worth. Currently got quite a lot of stock in at the moment, so got the 4 scooters in total, plus the 2 sofas. So we've got some really good potential here. The 4 scooters alone, in theory, are worth around about £1,000. And then I don't know where I'm going to be at with those sofas. I've got them listed at $250 and $200 a piece, so I paid $50 for that one, the one on the left, and then I paid $100 for the one there. So potentially in the region of, you know, £150 worth of profit, which isn't too dissimilar to the scooters, but I guess it's about diversifying. Scooters definitely get slow during the winter, and also there's some issues with getting banned. So yeah, interested to see how we go with these. Got these listed obviously yesterday. I don't think I got the best photos, but we're learning, so I'll pick up with you tomorrow in the next week's video. And I've already sold this blue scooter, so I'm going to be kicking the week off, selling this scooter in the morning, dropping that one off at, I want to say 7:30, might be 8, I think 8 a.m. actually, dropping off at 8, and then I'll get on with my busy week. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I look forward to seeing you next week. See you in a bit.